Hey guys, what's up? So today I want to talk about extreme diets. And when I mean extreme diets, I'm talking about diets that are drastically like high or low in like certain specific things like fats, carbs, proteins, and then even like when it comes down to detailed food. Everybody is looking for the ideal diet to be in shape, to be fit, to have bigger muscles, to look good, to feel good. There is such a huge range of what everybody thinks and says is the ideal best diet. So when I start talking about extreme diet, what I mean is certain things that are very, very drastic, like protein over 30% or fats under 10%, and different, like drastic things like that. I think everybody's body is their own body. It's all different, and we process things differently, and we can take and absorb nutrients differently than, say, somebody else. I think that it takes time to figure out what works best for you. Now, falling into the extreme category, I don't think is necessarily the best thing, but if you are doing something and you're doing it for a year or 2 years and you look good and you feel good and you also have really good blood results and blood markers and everything, I don't really see that much of a problem with it. But I still don't necessarily want to think and say that if you are all those things and it is an extreme diet for some reason, and when I say diet, I don't mean diet calorie, cutting. I mean diet as far as your lifestyle, what you actually have. So don't be discouraged if something takes a while for you to finally dial in exactly sort of what works for you. Just because something works for somebody else doesn't necessarily mean it will 100% work for you. Now, granted, you might be able to take information and facts and things that you read and things that people are already doing and try those out. And if it's not quite working, you can adjust it slightly and kind of come up with your own program for what works best for you. But it's really kind of a starting point, and really it's tailoring exactly to you and what feels best for you and what's going to work best for you. Without being gross or anything here, look at your poop and see what that looks like. How do you feel? How are you sleeping at night? How is your energy? How is your strength levels? What do your blood tests look like? And granted, things take time to adjust and change. So a 16-year-old kid could probably be eating pretty crappy, and probably blood markers might be okay, but if they kept on that same diet in another 10 or 20 years, if they were doing the same thing, then it's probably going to be going downhill if it's a bad diet. So definitely as you get older, you really need to start watching those things, and what you're doing will drastically affect your health, especially as you get older. I myself have been on a vegan diet for a little over a year and a half, and even within that year and a half, I'm still adjusting things and kind of like trying to perfect things and stuff. So there are times that I'm very, very strict and I watch everything like very, very closely. And then there are other times that I focus on one or two things and kind of let other things slide and just really trying to find that sweet spot. I ate, a regular old diet for 36 years. And so this year and a half, I've really been adjusting and maneuvering some different things around to try to come up with sort of my ideal plan. But that of course takes time, and I know I eat healthy and I know I eat well and I don't do any of the extremes, but it still comes down to me trying and testing out different things and different ideas and stuff like that. But I'm still eating a plant-based diet, so if my protein was a little bit higher or my fat was a little bit higher, it's not as big of a deal as, say, just the standard American SAD diet. Whereas if I was on a really high protein diet or a high fat diet or a high sugar diet or something on that old general American, standard American diet with dairy and meat and everything, it would be a lot worse for me than saying, oh, I had a little bit more protein today, but it's plant protein. Or, oh, there was a little bit more fat in my diet today. Well, it's all like natural, plant-based fats, not animal fats. So it's a big, big difference. So just keep in mind there are a lot of fads and diets that'll make you feel really good right away or for the first few weeks, first couple months, and then things start to kind of go downhill. So what we're really looking for is to feel good today and get the results that you want, that nothing's going to happen overnight, but you want to have results, but then you also want to look at longevity and long term. With that said, I hope you guys are having a great day. I will talk with you guys later, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye.